is a game, I think it's Pada Labs is how you pronounce it. They say it in the opening. And I'm going to just kind of do this while rolling around in the overworld, because this kind of highlights really the only good thing about this game, which is the graphics. It's a very cute anime style, very colorful, very cheerful, very bright. I really only have that positive thing to say about it. Unfortunately, as the thumbnail suggests, I'm not super impressed with it. This game is a roguelike dungeon crawler where you go through levels and you defeat enemies, and as you progress, you're given choices of upgrades. Some upgrades are very strong but only last for like 3 or 4 floors. Some upgrades are a little bit weaker, and they last for the entirety of the run. There are different champions you can select from. There's like this character I'm rolling around with right now is Kira. It's kind of a gunslinger sort of carry. There's other ones like Effie, who is more of a tank hammer kind of user, things like that. Where the game falls short, I think it's actually 2 reasons, or 2 areas of the game fall short. One is I don't want to say this is like the dev's fault, but it was one of the features that was kind of promised was, oh, you can queue up and play with strangers in a party. You don't necessarily need a group of friends, and that's cool, right? Like, because not to sound like a lonely loser, but not everyone has friends like that are willing to like play all the games that they want to play. However, at the time of recording this, the 24-hour peak for this game is 60 people. Right? So that makes it very challenging to get a group. Especially when you need like 4 or 5 of them, and you need everyone to be kind of like on the same level, and everyone need to be, you know. And then the second way it falls short is the enemy, I don't want to say AI, but like the way that the enemies interact, because it feels like every enemy is kind of like just booking it towards you all the time, and it's very hard to tell, first of all, what's going on. And this isn't like a bullet hell, like what is happening, because I keep comparing it to the boss Sans from Undertale, where it's like that there was a lot of stuff going on in that fight, but I was able to tell exactly what was happening, whereas this I just can't. And then also, if everyone kind of clumps together, there are enemies that are more important that you take out immediately. It can be very hard and challenging to get to them, but not hard and challenging in a Souls-like game style, where it's, oh, this is hard, but it's rewarding. Yeah, so overall, I can't really recommend this game, which is it's disappointing, because I had high hopes, because one of the HoloLive talents, Iris, did a song for this. I'm like, oh, okay, there's some level of quality with this game, because, you know, if it's got the HoloLive seal of approval, it has to be some level. It has to be at least C+. Unfortunately, I can't even give it that. I'm gonna go with like a D+. I really can't recommend it. If it's on sale, maybe think about picking it up, which, by the way, being on sale, I did just get an email that said like they're reducing the price of it from like $20, I think, to like $12. I can see if I can find that email. But yeah, it's not super impressive. But that's all I got to say about it. It felt very repetitive. It didn't feel like there was a lot to discover. They didn't feel like there was that much going on. It was very pretty though. I will have to give the graphics that, but unfortunately that's all I can give it. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. GG, go next.